In this week's Bible story, God tells Abram and Sarai to leave their home and to go to a new place, a new land. All throughout human history and even today, people leave their homes for many reasons. Sometimes it's for new and good and exciting opportunities. But many times it's because of war or danger or famine. It is too scary, too hard. There is not enough to continue to live safely where a family is. And so they move to a new place where they can have what they need. This is a story that helps us think about people who have to leave their home to find a new, safe, happy, hopeful place to call home. Stepping Stones, A Refugee's Family Journey, written by Margriet Ruurs, and the stone artwork is created by Nizar Ali Badar. Rama, wake up! The rooster crowed every morning when we still lived at home. From my warm bed, I listened as Mama prepared breakfast. Bread, yogurt, juicy red tomatoes from our garden. When I was little, not so long ago, my brother Sammy, our friends, and I played on sun-baked soil. We laughed, ran across rocks and sand, free as birds. When Papa came in from the fields, he would sit for a time under the orange tree and tell stories of our ancestors. In that not-so-distant memory, we were free. Free to play, free to go to school, free to buy fruit and vegetables at the market, free to laugh and chat, drink tea with neighbors, always 3 cups. But that was then, and this is now. Back then, Jado, my grandfather, fished. Papa worked in the fields. Mama sewed silk scarves for me and my dolls, wrapped in silk hugs. I didn't know our lives would soon change forever. But Jado said we weren't really free if we weren't allowed to sing our songs, to dance our dances, to pray the prayers of our choice. Are we truly free? Then war came to our country. Life in our village changed. Nothing was as it had been. Soon there was not enough food. Rama shared this bowl of soup with Sammy. I didn't know then that Mama would go hungry. But we still had Mama's hugs and Jado's arms to hold us. Then the birds stopped singing. People began to leave our village. First a trickle, then a stream, across dusty fields under a burning sun. A stream driven by hope. Mothers, fathers, children, seeking a better place, a better life. A river of strangers in search of a place to be free, to live and laugh, to love again. In search of a place where bombs did not fall, where people did not die on their way to the market. A river of people in search of peace. At first, when our neighbors left, I didn't mind. I had Papa and Mama and Jado and Sammy. I still had friends. We waved goodbye, not knowing they wouldn't come back. But when bombs fell too close to our home, Mama and Papa became frightened for us all. I hid my face in Mama's lap and cried, even though I am a big girl. One day, Jado told Sammy and me that it was time to join the river of people, time to leave all that we knew. That night, I lay in bed and cried because I knew I would never again hear the crow of the rooster, the creak of the gate, the the bleat of our goat. I lay awake and listen to the wind, wondering if the moon rises the same way in other places. Sammy and I said goodbye to the flowers in our yard, to our goat, to the soil we call home. Then we walked. We walked and walked and walked. I tried to match my step to Gito's long strides. I tried to hold Mama's hand, but she carried blankets, a bundle of clothes. I carried only memories in my heart. We walked, sometimes alone, but mostly with many others, everyone fleeing the war, running away from the bombs. Papa carried little Sammy and more on his back. When I grew so tired and cried, Papa told me we were walking toward a bright new future. We walked to the end of the earth, and when we reached it, there was the sea. We set sail on waves of hope and prayer. I was frightened as the waves battered our little boat, and not everyone made it safely across. We said prayers for those whose journey ended at sea. When we arrived on land once again, Mama and Papa planted seeds to grow flowers, to remember those who did not reach freedom. And on we walked. Tired. I was so tired. My feet felt like the rocks on which we walked. My legs were trees rooted to the soil. On we walked. But now we walked across lands free from war, free from guns and bombs, free from fear. Now we walked in hope. At last we came to our future. New neighbors welcomed us with open arms. I heard their voices, but I didn't understand their words. But when I saw their smiles, I knew what the words meant. Stay, they said. Stay here with us. You will be safe now. No more war. They shared what they had: clothes, food, even a new doll. We have a new home now, a home with new sounds and smells, with smiles and people who help. Will this always be home, or will we go back one day? The lucky ones, they call us. New memories, new hopes, new dreams, not of war, but of peace.